But
Right.
the main NBA news is, to me, of there's a bunch of notable free agents right now. You know, you
Okay.
got James Harden, you got Jalen Duren, um, but then you have Russell Westbrook, and it's been a lot of Russell Westbrook. I've been hearing some reports coming out he's on the verge of retiring because no one wants him anymore. And for him, for a guy that was that good at a point to be here now, to be struggling to find a team is definitely sad to see. Um, like I said, me personally, how I feel, I don't think this is the end. But before I give how I feel, I'll let you say what you think based on what you've heard, Jay. But man, I mean, it's definitely interesting to see what path that Russell Westbrook's going to go in here. So yeah, Jay, just give us your thoughts.
Yeah, I think with Russell Westbrook, I think the game has just left him, right? We know Rusty's this electrifying, flashing point guard, but in today's game, it's all about being able to do, especially at the point guard position. It's all really about being able to do everything on the floor. And I'm not saying he doesn't do everything on the floor, but as we know, Russell Westbrook's shooting isn't, where it's supposed to be. And like I said, in today's point guard era, right, these point guards, they can do everything. You see all these point guards like Shea, right? He can get to the rim anytime he wants. But then again, you know what I'm saying? He'll pull up red in your face, right? Russ, like I said, the game has just left him. All right, it's not what it was back then. Russ when he dominated, he was that flashing playmaking guard that you would see. He was electrifying the stands, but now the game has just developed into more of a shooting game, and more of a shooting game. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't think it's the end. Let's just say I don't think it's the end for Russ. I just think, what I'm saying, if he gets in the lab a little bit with Russell Westbrook, I think it'll be quick for him to kind of adjust and get back out there on that court with any sort of team that kind of needs that help, like teams like I don't know, I guess like teams like the Suns, teams like that that really need that point guard, that really need that point guard help. Really go out there and get them.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I agree with what you said for sure. Like Russell Westbrook, the game, like I said, the game is changing. I mean, like I said, these guards coming in now with the shot, the spacing, and like I said, we're not gonna sugarcoat it. I mean, Lakers Russ was a guy. All right. But I'm shocked, man. I'm really shocked on how Russell Westbrook has not found a home. And I'm kind of looking at the Oklahoma City Thunder, Jay. I'm surprised you didn't mention these guys. The Oklahoma City Thunder, man. Let him in. Let him in. I mean, I don't know why we're like LeBron, like these guys. Why are we not having homecomings? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go back and end. Russ did so much for that organization. Put him on his back when KD left to go do that weak move to go on the State Warriors to get 2 chips. Like he put them on their back. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I mean, it's just like man, I can't believe that he's still on the board. But just in general, a veteran, an energetic veteran that's willing to do whatever on the floor. Russ is that guy. You can say what you want about him. You could say the stat pad, whatever. He's gonna do whatever you ask him to do. If you ask Russ to get 10 rebounds, he'll do it. If you ask Russ to get 10 assists, he'll do it. If you ask Russ to still go out there and score and attack and lead a team, be that vocal voice in the locker room. He can do that. He can do all of that. So I mean, I don't understand it. I don't understand why teams aren't looking at this guy. Because like I said, it doesn't have to be a bad team that needs that guard, Jay. It can be any team. Because Russ doesn't have to be in the game for that high volume of time, but just having that presence and someone with that experience, that always takes a team a long way. And I feel like a championship team, that's what they need to be successful for sure. So I don't think this is the end for Russ, but I'm definitely getting a bit nervous because it is taking quite long. It is taking quite long for Russell Westbrook to find a home for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jay, you got anything else for this one or
Yeah, right. I mean, no, you definitely did open my mind there with the, teams having him on that bench being that mentor kind of role. I think, yeah, we know Russ, we know he's kind of more of an aggressor. You know what I'm saying? Kind of more of he's kind of more like you said, that leader, right? You know what I'm saying? I think he could really fit on one of these teams and, like you said, be that mentor, right? That I kind of you really opened my eyes right there, and Russ kind of taking a step back from that main guy to that mentor, right? I think that's definitely an option for him. Like you said, the Thunder is definitely an option, or any sort of young team that kind of needs that help, right? I'm with you on that. That's all I got.
okay, man. Okay, for sure, man, for sure. Um, yeah, but like I was saying, man, like Russell Westbrook, he's that guy. Like I said, that he's that guy that can really glue a team together. Really can really glue a team together. And like I say, I think he's someone that's needed on every team. So, like I said, I think he'll find another home